Hello everyone and welcome to one more session of surface analytical technique that is called SIMS, secondary ion mass spectroscopy. At the output of SIMS we are using three type of mass analyzer. One is quadrupole, second one is magnetic sector, and the third one that we are going to discuss in this session only is time of flight. As its name suggests, time of flight means we are going to measure the time of the flight of the ion for a given length. That makes us enable to distinguish between one ion and another ion. So, in time of flight spectrometer, we see that for a given ion, the time taken to traverse a fixed distance is proportional to the square root of their mass to charge ratio. So, let us see it. First, we are having an ion which is given some potential energy. If it is accelerated with capital V potential, the energy acquired will be QV, and that energy is converted in the form of kinetic energy. So let us check it how we are going to see that time proportional to square root of mass to charge ratio. So let us go for calculation of time of flight. So our particle or the ion of charge Q is accelerated through potential V, and this whole energy is transferred into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy while traversing the distance d of the detector in time t. So needless to say, we can write qv is equal to half m distance over time and its whole square. That gives me t square is equal to m d square over 2 q v, or time of flight that I am going to find will be d divided by root 2 accelerating potential and the square root of mass to charge ratio. So I can separate different element by knowing the time of flight. T proportional to root m over q. So let us revise here. In first figure, we can see the primary ion is producing secondary ion. In second figure, we can see that for the length d, our particles, the secondary ions are passing through the tube, and that's how T is proportional to under root m. Plenty of applications of SIMS has been already found. For example, trace dissection in semiconductors, and then surface and depth profiling for any substance, substrate, and then contamination picking. SIMS is very good in picking the contamination. Seeing from other point of view, it is an advantage as well as a shortcoming of this technique. In SIMS analysis, all the elements, most of the elements starting from H to U, hydrogen to uranium, are clearly detectable and their isotopes are also distinguishable. And then its resolution is very good. For lateral resolution, it is around 1 micron and around 5 nanometer for depth resolution. SIMS can be used for a very small area. For example, 1 micrometer by 1 micrometer by 1 micrometer, or maybe 10. And detection limit is very good. It's very good in the part per million, and in some cases part per billion also. So let us summarize it.
in a nutshell, we are having our sample for which we are going to make study. Then ion source is supplying positive or negative ion as per the requirement. Sample that is producing the secondary ions are filtered for energy. Then they are going for the mass spectrometer and then to detector. Of course, image processing, graphics, and then computational requirements are always there. So first we see mass spectrum, then depth profile, and then the actual image, which is processed by the computer.